Rover Pursuits in the house, y'all. What's happening? I know it's been a while. Y'all been looking for those Vegas updates. Vegas did not go well. Major fail. Epic fail in Vegas with the bus. Epic fail in Vegas with the bus. Man. Alright, I'll tell you all about it. What's up, girl? I'll tell you all about it, but I'm gonna go take the dogs for a walk, decompress a little bit. It's been a couple weeks since I got back from Vegas. I wanted to take a moment, let my pride heal a little bit from my epic fail in Vegas with the bus. But it didn't destroy me. It didn't set me back too much. It did set me back, but I'll be all right. I'm keeping it moving. But so I'll let y'all know what happened with the bus in Vegas, the trip, the adventure. It was an adventure. I'm gonna take the dogs for a walk. We're gonna go to one of my normal parks. I'm sorry, it's Father's Day today. Happy Father's Day, guys. Try to upload this today on Father's Day as well. As you know, gotta get back on this video stuff. I can't let that Vegas trip get me too bad. You know, change of plans. Big change of plans. Because of what happened. But I'm gonna stop leaving y'all the suspense. Let me go ahead and get these dogs to the park, and I'll have time to talk a little more about what happened and my plans going forward. You know, you take licks and you keep going, right? So that's what it's all about. What you do when you get knocked down, you get right back up. That's for sure. So let me go ahead and get to the park and get the dogs, let them loose, and I'll get with y'all shortly. Rover Pursuits. Go ahead, comment, share, like, subscribe. I want to keep up with my adventures. No more epic fails. So, alright. See y'all shortly. I done got caught up, y'all. What's up, dog? Alright, y'all. Rover Pursuits up in the house. Made it to my little spizzot. Y'all been rock with me. Y'all done seen this before. Hey, come on. Heat-seeking missiles. If y'all been rocking with me, y'all know this spot. It's a little overgrown right now. I don't even know if I want to go down here. There's all type of ticks and fleas all up in here. The dogs will be alright. Question is, am I gonna be alright? Mosquitoes. We do this for the dogs. But yeah, y'all, Rover Pursuits in the house. Man, so left y'all on a cliffhanger. I had some issues with the bus in Vegas, so let me just tell y'all the story. my fault completely. Inexperience, not doing proper research, but the issue, it appears, well, let me start from the beginning. So all right, so I head out, you know, I'm trying to get to my niece's wedding, which was in Vegas. I'm in Cleveland. I plan to leave, the wedding was on a Friday. I plan to leave the previous Friday. That was the original plan. I can have time to get there, make a few stops, see a few people that I know along the path. Then I found out that my cousin in Tennessee, he moved a couple months ago. He doesn't live in Tennessee anymore, so that sort of was one of my stops. Cincinnati, Tennessee, Dallas, then the Grand Canyon, then I go to Vegas. So, but I had issues with the bus. As y'all know, in the previous videos, I had a few issues, but the last issue that was holding me up was brake lights. Now, you know, you can't really go anywhere without brake lights. So I tried to tackle the issue myself, and I was unsuccessful. So I had to wait till the following Monday. This is like Friday. I sort of knew I needed brake lights from the beginning. Oh dear, we got a deer. Harley! Tyson! Oh God. Ain't nothing I can do, y'all. Harley! Tyson! Oh, they're coming back. Oh, they're coming back now. Beautiful. They didn't go too far. That's one of the problems, man, even in the city, little city park like this, is there are deer. These damn deer everywhere, groundhogs. Surprised that's as far as they chased them. I'm glad though. Deer messed around, jumped in the water. But it's hard to stop them when they get on a deer like that. I told y'all in the video before, they chased a deer through the city a little bit, a couple blocks. Had the deer jump over clean over a car. I was like, man, the athleticism of natural animals is amazing. All right, back to it. So I had to take care of the brake lights. Can't go nowhere without brake lights. Tried to handle it myself, tried to figure some things out. Like I said, I knew my cousin, when we was driving home, told me something about the brake lights. But I thought it was a simple fix, but it wound up being a power issue. Brakes weren't getting the mechanism that turns the brake lights on wasn't getting any power. So I could have did it myself, but I just took it to, because I'm not I have some experience wiring up some cars, but I just took it to an electric car shop and told them to take care of it. But that was the following Monday, and the wedding was on Friday. That was my first mistake. Thought I could leave Tuesday on the bus and get there. What that would have been doing is pushing the bus. 12-hour, 10-hour drives each day. That was just too much for that bus. So I left Tuesday, but I didn't leave till like 1 o'clock. And then what I was doing was getting the bus ready all that morning. I was ready to go Tuesday morning, getting the bus ready, packing up all my stuff the last minute, and left out about 1. But I was so tired. I only got a couple hours before I had to stay and hunker down for the night. I couldn't even get out of Ohio. I was leaving out of Cleveland, and the border to Indiana is about 2.5 hours away. And I didn't even make it out of Ohio that first night. Harley, come here. They're looking for more deer. So that was the second mistake. I should have just turned around. There's a few points of turnaround. That's one. Well, the one was leaving Tuesday at 1 o'clock, thinking I could make it there Friday, trying to make it there Thursday for the rehearsal dinner. I was delusional. So that was, we'll call that mistake number 2. Then, hey. Then all right, so I get up, leave, and I made it to Iowa on Wednesday, but my the lug studs on my wheel popped, on my front passenger wheel popped off. I heard it. I thought it was something else. I mean, I heard it as they were getting loose and the wheel was wobbly. I was thinking it was something else. That's a nice little butterfly. So y'all can see this wide angle. So I thought the wheel was wobbly sound. I thought it was something else. Thought it was the road, because the roads was all jacked up going through Iowa and Nebraska for that matter. But I heard the pop of when they popped off. Pulled over, saw that they popped. I tightened them up. Then I started calling around trying to get the issue fixed. So it took a few hours to get that issue fixed. So that took out 3 hours of my day. So I only drove like maybe an hour after that, and posted up and chilled out for the night. That was Wednesday. Then Thursday, I was able to drive the whole day. I think I did about 10-12 hours. Where the dogs at? Harley, Tyson. Some water over there, they probably know about it. Harley! There you go, boy. Harley be trying to get loose. Think she grown. Harley! She was at the water too. Thirsty from chasing that deer. So yeah, so I was able to drive Thursday 12 hours, but I was still like 8 hours away. I drove. All right, so this is where it started getting crazy. Thursday, started driving out of Nebraska, drove through Nebraska, got into Colorado, and then Denver. Then once you hit Denver, you start running to the mountains, and the mountains got me, y'all. Well, I believe it was the mountains that got me. All that driving up and down, and the problem was I was trying to make the wedding. So I was well, this was Thursday, and I had to push. I had to get as far as I could. I think I was like maybe 19 hours. I only drove the first 2 days. I only driven 8 hours. So I was like 19 hours still away. So I had to make some headway Thursday. That's when I started driving through those mountains, and I was pushing it through those mountains, man. What's up, bro? Pushing it through those mountains. And I posted up somewhere Thursday night. Took a break. Where did I post up? What was that? Trying to think. I remember where I slept Wednesday, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. Where did I sleep? Because I was thoroughly in the desert at that point. I usually go that way, but I'm not going that way. I was thoroughly in the desert. Where did I sleep Thursday night? Oh yeah. No, that was just, I didn't sleep Thursday night. That was another issue. I slept, so Thursday night I pulled over close to Denver. I got about 2 hours. Pulled out. This is early AM. Trying to make time. Then I drove a bunch of hours. Then I pulled over at a rest stop. This was probably 6 hours away at this point. Pulled over at a rest stop. Got a couple hours, then I went and took a shower. You know, for the wedding. It was Friday at this point. And I told everybody, you know, I was 6 hours away. I thought I was gonna make it at whatever time. And took my shower, hopped in, and got me something to eat. And got ready, because I was gonna be able to make the wedding. If I had pushed it, that's 6 hours. I was probably seven hours. No, I was 5 hours away. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was 6 hours away, but it was like 7 hours into the wedding. So I'm like, I'm pushing. I can make the wedding. I pushed it even harder up the rest of the mountains, even harder. The way I was pushing it was I saw about a bunch of trucks, you know, just going 30 up the mountain, going real slow. I'm going around them, pushing it. Going 50, 60 up and down those mountains. The transmission just couldn't handle it. So, look, you all the way up in there, huh? The level's kind of low. Level's kind of low today. Usually don't get up in there like that. All right, so I'm pushing it. I'm gonna make it. Then I start smell something. But I'm thinking, man, the desert stank. I thought it was the desert. Cause I literally got finally near Nevada, in Nevada. I mean, I've been in the desert the whole time. Well, not really, I was in the mountainous area. The desert is more flat. And I finally got to a flat area where the desert was. And I'm thinking, you know, it's just the smell of the desert. Then I start seeing smoke coming up into the cab. I'm like, I gotta pull over now. Then the smoke got heavier. I get out and I lift the hood up. Man, a cloud of white smoke. I'm like, oh my God. And I also see, this is how I figure out what it was, because of the fluids leaking out, just spewing out of the transmission. So I let the smoke dissipate. I started up. I was able to start the car up, start the bus up, put it in gear, nothing. Then I'm like, transmission, no forward, no reverse, nothing. Transmission gone. So I blew the bus transmission. But I was 30 minutes out of Vegas, 30 minutes up I-15 outside of Vegas. And the wedding was an hour away. I almost made it, y'all. Almost made it. It'd have been hell trying to just somebody come get me. Somebody could have got me, but they might have missed the wedding too. So I'm like, y'all go ahead, you know, enjoy the wedding. I'm gonna hang out up here. Then I just stayed there for the night, Friday night. Told them to hang out, party, kick it. You know, I had a bed. It was a rest stop not too far, but I didn't need nothing. I had food in my refrigerator, drinks. I was good to go. So I just posted up and chilled for the night, made some food. No, well, the first thing was AAA couldn't do nothing for me. That's the first thing. AAA couldn't do nothing for me. Because the RV, I bought AAA RV. And I thought I was good to go. But then they called me and they said they couldn't do a RV conversion. I guess AAA can't tow like a bus that's being converted. I'm like, what? This is the whole reason I bought the AAA. My first initial thought was to take it to a transmission shop, see what was going on. But, you know, thinking more about it, consulting some of my family, you know, when you talk about cost for transmissions, and then for a bus, for that 7.3 diesel turbocharged, nah, I didn't have the money that it would take. It'd probably take $5,000 or more to fix or put a new transmission in that bus. That's more than the cost of the bus. Which that's not a fact. That's not the factor per se, but I'm in Vegas. It was Friday, Saturday. It was the weekend. A holiday too. Memorial Day holiday weekend. So no transmission shops about to be able to take care of me. And the cost was prohibitive. I didn't have that. I didn't have $5,000. I had enough of. I had a good amount of money, but I didn't have five bands to drop on a transmission and still be able to get home and enjoy. So came to the conclusion that I got to get rid of it. I had to get rid of it and get back home, get a rental car, go back home, and you know, I had money waiting on me back home, projects and stuff. So you know, I had to leave the bus. Well, I was going to try to sell the bus, but turns out I had the title with me actually, but turns out I was in the process of transferring the title to my business name out of my name, because I had some parking tickets, because I used my name when I first bought it, and I got parking tickets, so I didn't want to pay the parking tickets. So I transferred it to my company name, and I had 30-day tags, but I didn't finish transferring and getting my company name on the front of the title, and that blew everything. I couldn't sell it. I could have waited to sell it for parts, like the engine. Perfectly good engine. Somebody stopped on the side of the road and they can get that engine. Perfectly good 7.3 liter engine in that baby. But, and you know, I probably could have got a good penny for that engine. It was solid. I don't know what the transmission might have, if it might have had an effect on the engine, but other than that, that was a good engine. And the whole time I'm driving, I'm worried about the engine, not thinking about the transmission. You know what I'm saying? As far as you know, overheating and just how I'm driving and how it affects the transmission. So yeah, so I eventually had to just leave it. I left it on the side of the road, and you know, I packed that thing up with almost all my stuff, and it winds up I was only able to get like a compact SUV. So I left so much stuff in there. I got a lot of majority of the good stuff, but I left my solar panel. I brought my ladder because I thought I was gonna, you know, do work on the roof, put the solar panel up while I'm out. You know, in retrospective, all right, so y'all know what happened. I got a rental car and I drove back. That's the other part of it. That's the short part. But what happened, you know, like I said, I was in a like a compact SUV. So I'll take off. First night I sleep in the front seat. The worst sleep ever. The second night was one of the game nights for the finals. So I stopped. I made it to Indiana. So the second night I made it to Kansas, and I got a hotel room myself. I got a hotel room because I'm like, I ain't sleeping in that car no more. So I relaxed, got a hotel room. Then the next night was the night of the game, Wednesday night. And so, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna stop in a town, watch the game at a local sports bar, and then go, you know, sleep in the car. Because I was one day away from home. I'm gonna sleep in the car tonight. Plus, I didn't have another 100 on me because I had to put on a reserve for the car, and I had sent back a few of the things that was still in boxes. I was able to mail them back from Amazon, mailed them back to Amazon. As a matter of fact, I got one thing that's I ain't got the return yet for. I ain't even been thinking about that. I returned the hot water heater and the roof vent. That water heater came back the next couple of days, but the roof vent, I ain't seen that, so I'm gonna have to call, check that out. But anyway, that third night, I watched the game at B-Dubs, BW3s, at the bars. A couple guys at the bar. We was hanging out, started talking with them, chopping it up. And then one guy asked me, you know, where I was staying tonight, because those guys were travelers too. They weren't residents. They were just in town, passing through, and they had hotel rooms. One guy asked me where I was staying. I'm like, I'm staying in my car. And then one of the guys, you know, started messing with his phone. He's like, the guy that asked me, he's like, really? Oh. I'm like, yeah, I'm just passing through, man. I stayed in the hotel last night. I'm trying to just get home tonight. Then the other guy, he just like, well, I got you a hotel room. I'm like, huh? He was on his phone doing the rewards, because I guess he's a frequent traveler. He had some rewards at Marriott, Hampton. And he just used his rewards free of charge to him, I guess, and got me a little room. I'm like, whoa, my man, thank them unconditionally, you know. I'm like, I gotta pay it forward to some other people, you know, because that don't happen. But I was open, talking to people. You know, one of my issues being in the last 10, 15 years has been, I've been more closed off than before. And that's sort of a lesson of, you know, you don't get blessings with a closed fist. You know what I'm saying? You got to open your hand if you want to receive something. So you got to be out there doing stuff, man. You got to be out there doing stuff if you think you're going to get blessings. You know what I'm saying? You can do anything for yourself and make stuff happen for yourself. But if you want to get help, you know, if you're in a tough spot and you need a blessing, it ain't going to happen unless you're out there and out and about interacting with this world, not being closed off. So that was a nice lesson I learned up there. But I've definitely been paying it forward. Paid it forward a couple times since then. And so yeah, so all that to say, epic fail with the bus. I no longer have the bus. The cost of the bus is just completely gone down the tubes, and all the repair work I did, completely wasted. But I learned some things. And I think I came to a good realization that you can't just jump in the deep end like that. You know, I've been camping a couple times, but I hadn't done any, you know, cross-country trips, and I didn't know anything about that mountain game. Going through those mountains in a big vehicle like that really got me, man. So I'm gonna stop there. That's the story. Epic fail on the bus. No more bus. But I'm not done adventuring, y'all. I am not done adventuring. Going to keep adventuring, finding ways to get out there. This will not deter me. I'm gonna leave that for next video. I'm gonna do another video about what I want to do going forward, because it's obviously not bus life anymore. I mean, it's possible I could get another bus, but I'll talk about that next video. I just wanted to give you all the story about what happened in Vegas. Well, that's a good name for the video. What happened in Vegas. But anyway, y'all, that's it for the video. Y'all got the story. No more bus, but more adventuring for sure. Rover Pursuits. Comment, share, like, subscribe. The dogs enjoyed it, although, you know, I had to leave them in the bus a couple times to go run to Vegas, do a couple things, leave them in there a couple hours. Left a lot of water. They survived. They were okay. It was actually a little area on the side of the freeway where I was able to let them out, let them run. So obviously they made it. They're okay. But Rover Pursuits. Comment, share, like, subscribe. That's the video. Look, no matter what happens, succeed or fail, guess what you got to do? Still got to get up, go out, and do something. Rover Pursuits out.